to it right away. Don't forget to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, share this video under Pure Mind, GV300 on Instagram and on YouTube. YouTube's Pure Mind. Anyway, you know, a lot of people say that I don't talk about Democrats, but you got to understand, I'm not a Democrat or a Republican, but I do state facts is facts, and I do talk about the accomplishments, whether it is from Trump or whether it's from Biden, Clinton, you know what I'm saying, whoever. You got to give credit where credit is due. Now, I want to make it very clear, you know what I mean, I'm not against Kamala, and I'm not against Biden. I want them to win. But in order to move this country forward, they need to go. She don't even need to run again. She needs to just say, you know what I mean, thanks for the great opportunity, you know what I mean, and we'll. Biden is too old. Biden needs to just turn the reins over to someone that can, you know, move this country in a way like that Louisiana congressman or governor that they had in Louisiana. I forgot his name. Good guy, country guy, down to earth. Somebody that can unite the Republicans and the Democrats together. You know what I mean? I wish he could run. And to be honest with you, I wish Liz Cheney could run. And even though I don't agree with Liz Cheney on a lot of stuff, she probably votes 90% with Trump. But I tell you one thing, it's one thing I like about that woman, she's got honor. She stood for this country when it was not popular to do. You know what I mean? Like Biden, for example. A lot of things that Biden did this year that I was really, really mad about. Like $40 billion he gave, you know what I'm saying, to the Ukraine. And the reason why I didn't agree with that, on a lot of reasons, because we got problems right here in America. Now, I don't mind giving them maybe $2 billion or something, and you know what I mean, some tanks or some aid. But when you constantly funding their war against our enemy, I can't be with that. I mean, they're ally. We're not supposed to be funding. They ain't even got $40 billion. Shit, the most money that they was complaining about back in the day was a couple billion that Trump was withheld from them. So, $40 billion, you're basically financing their war. And I'm not agreeing with that because for the simple fact that, you know, that's Russia thing. And Russia didn't interrupt us when we invaded Iraq. We invaded Afghanistan. Russia didn't pop in and take the other side. You know what I mean? I mean, they got more interest with Afghanistan than we do because that's in their region. So, some of the things that the Ukraine people did, I didn't appreciate. You know what I mean? Like, we're giving money to Klans members, people that's Nazis, literally. What they did to the black people, wouldn't let them on the trains to get to Poland, and then Poland wouldn't even let them get off the train. You know what I mean? The ones that they did let, and how they did our women and children of the African race and other races that they wouldn't allow to get on the train to get out of the Ukraine. I didn't like that. So then Biden turns around and gives them all this money. Well, we got problems right here in America. We got a lot of problems right here in America. Okay, another thing I didn't like about what Biden did was he sided with that company for the railroads and forced them into a contract. Man, come on, man. That's union busting right there. You know what I mean? I can't be down with that. So it's a lot of things that Biden did this year, and I understand what he was up against. You know what I'm saying? This country was pretty much closed down when he took office. He opened the country back up, got us going, created 12 million jobs. I get it. You know what I'm saying? But in terms of how he's handling the border, I don't agree with that shit. You know what I mean? And I think he needs to get with them Republican governors down here in Texas and Arizona and come up with a solution. You know what I mean? And honestly, I've seen the best solution came from a Republican. You know, when he grabbed those shipping containers and he put those shipping containers up, hey, it cost less. It didn't cost that much. Way cheaper than what Trump was talking about. trying to build a border on our 2,000-mile border was ridiculous, stupidly. But he couldn't get it done because he knew he's full of shit. So, in my opinion, these two need to go. We need to get some fresh meat in there. You know what I mean? And people that can unite the country. People that can, basically, bring us together and we can get rid of this right wing. Because it's all the way to the right. We got to get rid of that. And all the left wing, get rid of them too. All the ones that's all the way to the left, got to get rid of. We need to move all the way to the center. Is where we need to be. And that's just my opinion about all this. And it's not that I'm against Ms. Harris or nothing like that, but I just think that there's a lot of people of color who don't like her for what she did to our babies. Putting them in jail, locking them up, and using the justice system. I didn't like that. I didn't like, the bill that Biden was supporting, even though we had 26 black members of the Black Caucus that supported it back in '91. The crime bill, I didn't like that either. And Clinton, sponsored it and all that. But it wasn't just the Democrats; it was Republicans too. All of the Republicans supported that bill. So when you want to get mad at Biden behind that shit, don't be hypocritical. You got to include your party too. And I hear Republicans talk about that all the time. And that's where that divide needs to come in. I mean, literally, if you just Google what Reagan said about immigration, y'all Republicans are full of shit. Straight up. You're full of shit. Just Google it. Google it what Reagan said. Google what Reagan said about welfare. See, this is the hypocrite crew that I'm talking about that comes in here and want to make everything about, divide. Y'all sound stupid. That's not how the country's moving. You seen what happened in the midterms. You got blown out. You supposed to win all those races. That was easy work for y'all. But y'all got blown out. That's because the country is not supporting Trump supporters or Trump candidates. It's been proven. So you can go and say all this stuff you want to. McCarthy can have all these investigations, which are going to lead him nowhere but division. And then by the time election time comes back around, guess what? Y'all really going to lose. You think you lost seats in the Senate. We control the Senate. So y'all about to lose about another 6 seats in the Senate, and y'all about to lose the House again. Because you only run it by 9 or 8 votes. You're going to get blown out. You might lose 40 seats in the House. So y'all Democrats, y'all need to keep pointing out the hypocrisy that goes on with the Republican Party. And you need to keep pointing out the hypocrisy that goes on, in the left going too far with this transgender and all this other stuff that they trying to promote. Hey, man, that's not where the country's at. You know what I mean? It's good that they have rights. You know what I mean? I'm not against them. But when you start pushing on our kids and all that stuff, don't work, man. All that lifestyle, women don't need a man, all that needs to be completely destroyed. Because the people that got money don't even think like that. You take one example like Carly B. She said that in her rhymes, but she didn't believe it. Because she's still with her man. Literally. She said all that, I don't need a man, I don't cook, she do all of that. She got 5 kids, she gotta cook. You know what I mean? She ain't left her man, and she's not no independent woman. Even though she's been rapping about that, her and Beyonce. So we've been hoodwinked. And it's time to wake up and stop going too far to the left, stop going too far to the right. And let's come to the middle so we can all agree on stuff and get things done. This Big Rich, man. This is my opinion. I love all comments, and opinions. Sometimes, we think about things and sometimes it's not always the right thing. You know what I mean? And a colleague of mine pointed out that, why you always posting Trump stuff? Well, here's your Democrat stuff. You know what I mean? And how I feel and what I think. Because that person was right. You know what I mean? You got to point out in both parties. You got to stand for the country, not a party. It's Big Rich, man. And y'all tell me what y'all think. Share this video. You know what I mean? Definitely go to Pure Mind GV300 on Instagram. And it's Pure Mind on YouTube.